What happens if you drink only water for 72 hours? Have you ever wondered, what would happen if you stopped eating completely for 3 full days? No food. Just water? It might sound dangerous, or even crazy, but here's the surprising truth. Many people have done it. And not only did they survive, they felt sharper, stronger, and in some cases it was as if they were reborn from the inside out. This video isn't here to convince you to jump into extreme fasting or chase some internet trend. It's here to show you clearly and scientifically what actually happens inside your body. When you drink only water for 72 hours, you'll walk through each milestone: 14 hours, 24 hours, 48, and finally 72. Take each one a new chapter in your body's healing journey, from burning fat to cleaning out cells to rebooting your immune system. You'll also learn who should or shouldn't do this, how to start safely, and most importantly, why this is becoming a biological gift that many people over 50 are turning to regain clarity, reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and manage weight naturally. 0 to 14 hours. The quiet beginning of a major shift. The moment you stop eating, your body begins a chain reaction of changes, most of which you can't feel right away. But they're powerful. During the first 14 hours, you might not feel much, maybe just a mild hunger or some rumbling in your stomach. But deep inside, something big is already in motion. Insulin, the hormone that manages your blood sugar, starts to drop. When insulin drops, your body begins shifting gears from store mode to burn mode. Think of it like this: as long as you're constantly feeding your body, insulin stays high and blocks fat burning. But when you stop eating, insulin goes down. That's when the body unlocks your stored fat. A simple analogy: glycogen, your quick energy source, is like food in your fridge. Easy to grab, but it doesn't last long. Stored fat is like food buried deep in a basement freezer. You've got to clean out the fridge first, before you can even reach it. Around the 12 to 14 hour mark, the fridge, glycogen, starts to empty. Your body prepares to tap into the freezer, that is belly fat, liver fat, thigh fat, arm fat. Another thing happens at this point: your last meal has finally finished digesting. Your body no longer needs to spend hours breaking down protein, carbs, and fat, so it shifts that energy into something far more important: healing. Liver function ramps up, blood flow to the brain increases, cellular repair begins. Some people notice it clearly. They feel lighter, their mind sharpens. There's a strange clarity, not from caffeine, but because the body is finally free to focus on things other than digestion. A real story Michael, a 63-year-old retired teacher, shared: "On the first day I tried water fasting. I thought I'd be exhausted, but that evening I sat down to read and didn't get sleepy. For the first time in months, I actually finished a chapter without losing track. In summary, after the first 14 hours, you may not feel anything dramatic, but your body is already getting ready for a major internal renovation: fat burning, cellular reset, detox on a deep level. And from this moment on, every hour brings you closer to a biological transformation. 15 to 17 hours, cell cleanup begins. The start of autophagias. The clock ticks past the 15-hour mark. A remarkable process quietly switches on inside you. It's not about fat burning. It's not about digestion. It's about cleaning house on a cellular level. The scientific name is autophagy, which literally means self-eating. And yes, your body starts to eat parts of itself, but don't panic, that's a good thing. It's how your body renews itself from the inside out. Think of your body like a big house. Usually, you're too busy: work, grandkids, errands, meals. You don't have time to clean out the attic, check the basement, or fix that broken faucet. And so dust piles up, clutter spreads, old junk sits untouched. But one day, you get a few days off. No meetings, no noise, no rush. So you finally start cleaning. Deep cleaning. That's exactly what happens in your body at hour 16. Since you're not digesting food, your body reroutes that energy and begins searching for old, damaged, worn-out cells to break down and recycle. What are these broken cells? They're bits of tissue damaged by stress, processed foods, toxins, or age. They might be inflamed, useless, even potentially harmful. Left unchecked, they can lead to chronic inflammation, or worse, turn into cancerous or autoimmune cells. Autophagy is your body's natural defense system saying, it's time to take out the trash. Real story. A woman named Helen, 58, once shared on a health podcast that after fasting over 18 hours for the first time, her nagging joint pain began to ease. After several regular fasts, her inflammation markers dropped more than any prescription medication had achieved in 5 years. A common mistake to avoid. Many people believe cell cleanup starts just a few hours after they stop eating, but autophagy needs time. Even one small, healthy snack, a spoon of honey, a handful of nuts, can switch the body out of fasting mode and shut down autophagy. Fasting works like a light switch. You need to leave it on long enough for the cleanup crew to show up. So at the 15 to 17 hour mark, insulin is low, you're quick, fuel reserves are almost gone, and your body begins scanning itself quietly, intelligently, for cells to remove. This is the first real step toward healing, not from the outside, but deep within each cell. If you've been feeling constant fatigue, with no clear cause, if you live with chronic low-grade inflammation or that foggy brain feeling that just won't lift, this is the moment to pay attention, because your body is starting to clean itself. And that's just the beginning. Once you hit 24 hours, another transformation begins. A full gut reset, a burst of growth hormone, and the feeling of truly starting over biologically. 24 hours, gut reset and growth hormone. Surge at the 24-hour mark, one full day with no food, just water, your body enters a completely new zone. Buying now, digestion, has fully stopped. Your sugar reserves are gone, and the cellular cleanup we talked about, it's going strong. But here's what's special about this moment. Your gut begins to reboot, and your body releases a powerful wave of growth hormone. The gut reset. Time for real repair. Your gut, an organ that rarely gets to rest, is finally on a break. And in that stillness, something amazing begins. New cells in the gut lining start to form. Why does this matter? Because your gut isn't just for digesting food. It houses over 70% of your immune system. It's home to billions of friendly bacteria that affect your energy, mood, and weight. But in a world where we eat non-stop, day after day, your gut gets tired. It never gets a chance to repair. That's when problems begin. Bloating, acid reflux, constipation, indigestion. Real example, a man named Robert, 62, said he had to take acid reflux meds every night before bed, but after 2 months of doing one 24-hour fast each week, his symptoms improved so much. He no longer needed medication. Growth hormone, your body's natural anti-aging. Fuel. Did you know that just 24 hours without food can increase your human growth hormone, HGH, by up to 2,000% in men, while 300% in women? That's not hype. It's backed by solid scientific research in metabolism and longevity. So why does HGH matter? It burns fat, especially stubborn. Belly fat stimulates collagen, keeping your skin firmer, smoother builds, and protects lean. Muscle mass repairs damaged tissue and regenerates cells. It's no wonder so many celebrities spend thousands of dollars a month injecting synthetic HGH to stay young. But your body can do this naturally, for free, just by not eating for 24 hours. Mistake to avoid. Many people break their fast around hour 18 or 20 because they feel a bit tired or hungry, but if you push through to 24 hours, you step into one of the most powerful biological upgrades your body can access. To sum up, at hour 24, your gut is beginning to heal and reboot. HGH is flooding your system, burning fat, repairing tissue, boosting energy. You may feel lighter, clearer, and surprisingly, stronger. And your body. It's not relying on food anymore. It's running on something deeper, but you're not done yet. Because at hour 30, your brain begins to light up in a completely new way. For 30 hours, brain power, boost, and BDNF surge. The mental clarity switch. If you've ever felt that fog in your head, the kind where you can't focus, forget words mid-sentence, or feel mentally slow, then this is the part you'll want to hear closely. Because by hour 30, your body isn't just burning fat, it's beginning to nourish your brain in a whole new way. BDNF, brain fertilizer for memory, and mood around this point. Your brain ramps up production of a powerful protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. BDNF acts like fertilizer for your brain cells. It helps to grow new neurons, strengthen memory pathways, boost learning and clear thinking, regulate mood and reduce anxiety. Studies have shown people with higher levels of BDNF are less likely to suffer from depression, Alzheimer's, or age-related cognitive decline. Why does fasting trigger BDNF? Here's the fascinating part. Your body doesn't know you're fasting for health. It thinks you might be in a survival situation, just like your ancestors were when food was scarce. So, in order to help you stay alive, your body makes your brain sharper, more focused, better at making decisions. That's where BDNF comes in. It lights up your brain so you can think clearly, find food, avoid danger, and survive. What it feels like. Many people describe it like this. It was like someone cleaned the windshield inside my head. I could read faster. I remembered more. Everything just made sense. Real story. Linda, a 56-year-old creative writer from New Mexico, used to rely on 2 cups of coffee every morning just to get started. But during a 36-hour fast, she finished writing an entire chapter, then edited it without caffeine. She said her focus was the sharpest it had been in years. The spiritual side, why fasting, has deep root. Almost every major religion includes fasting as part of spiritual practice. Buddhism, meditation and periodic fasting. Christianity, Lent, Islam, Ramadan, Judaism, Yom Kippur. Why? Because when the body stops eating, the mind often becomes still, clearer, more connected. Some people call this state mental stillness. Others say it feels like coming home to yourself. Gentle caution, the dip before the clarity. Some people experience a mild energy dip or lightheadedness around hour 26-28. It's usually due to lower blood sugar or dehydration. But if you drink enough water, add a pinch of sea salt or sugar-free electrolytes, you'll likely bounce back fast and enter a phase of deep clarity. In summary, hour 30, your brain begins to reset and recharge. BDNF rises, enhancing memory, learning, and emotional balance. You feel alert, awake, mentally clean. Some describe it as a spiritual experience, a moment of quiet connection. It's no wonder that many people choose to fast before meditation retreats, important speeches, writing sessions or life transitions, and just when you think your mind is as clear as it gets, at hour 36 your body cranks things up even higher as ketones flood your system like rocket fuel. 36 hours maximum fat burn, and the ketone engine 8 hour. 36 you've passed all the easy fuel sources, your blood sugar, gone, liver glycogen, depleted. Now, your body has no choice but to tap into what many of us carry far too much of. Stored fat. When the body unlocks the fat vault, fat, the very thing we try so hard to lose, becomes your body's main source of energy at this stage, and not just surface fat. This is deep fat, the dangerous kind. Belly fat, liver, fat, visceral fat wrapped around your organs. These fat stores are linked to serious conditions: diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver, inflammation. And now, through fasting, your body begins to access and burn them safely and naturally. Enter ketones, the brain's favorite. Superfuel. As fat breaks down, your liver produces ketones, a clean-burning fuel your brain and muscles love. Why ketones are amazing? They provide long-lasting energy, reduce inflammation throughout the body, sharpen mental focus, and elevate your mood. Support steady blood sugar without the highs and crashes. Unlike glucose, which causes energy spikes and crashes, ketones create a steady, even stream of fuel. Simple analogy. Glucose is like dry twigs, easy to light, but burns fast. Ketones are like slow-burning coals, steady, deep, and long-lasting. That's why many people describe feeling endlessly energized after hour 36 without a single bite of food. Metabolism boost. Even at rest, as ketone levels rise, your basal metabolic rate, BMR, the calories your body burns at rest, increases too. That means even if you're sitting still, your body is working hard behind the scenes, burning fat, producing energy, and repairing cells. This is huge for older adults, especially those who can't exercise the way they used to. Your body is literally doing the work for you. Real story. David, 68, from Colorado, fasted for 36 hours under doctor supervision. He dropped 8 pounds in 5 days, 3 cycles of 36-hour fasts, stabilized his blood pressure, and improved his cholesterol. But most importantly, he said, "I don't crash in the mornings anymore. My mind is sharper. My body feels light, like I turned back the clock a few years." One important reminder, at this peak fat-burning stage, your body is powerful, but also sensitive. Avoid overexerting yourself, staying up too late. Neglecting hydration or electrolytes. A pinch of sea salt in water or sugar-free electrolyte drops can help you stay balanced. In summary, hour 36. You've entered full fat-burning mode. Ketones flood your system. Clean, steady energy for body and mind. Your metabolism is revving up, even without movement. You feel clear, light, and strong inside and out. And yet, the most surprising part is still ahead. Because when you cross into hour 48, your brain chemistry begins to reset. Your nervous system quiets, and you rediscover joy in the simplest moments of life. 48 hours nervous system, reset and dopamine. Reboot at hour 48. 2 full days without food, you're no longer just burning fat. You're beginning to heal your emotional wiring. This is where something profound happens in your brain. Your dopamine system, the circuit responsible for motivation, joy, and meaning, starts to reboot. What is dopamine, and why does it matter? Dopamine is a chemical messenger in your brain. It gives you that little spark when you finish a task, hear good news, take a bite of something delicious, feel proud or excited. It's your internal reward system. But in today's world, dopamine is under attack. Dopamine desensitization. The hidden epidemic. Modern life is full of unnatural dopamine spikes. Sugary snacks, social media, scrolling viral videos, and non-stop entertainment. Shocking news and loud ads, each one floods your brain with a dopamine burst. But over time, just like drinking too much coffee, your receptors go numb. You stop feeling joy, even from the things that used to excite you. You're full, but emotionally starving. 48-hour fast. A quiet reset for joy and clarity studies show that by the 48-hour mark, your brain begins to resensitize its dopamine receptors, which means you start to feel pleasure again, not from sugar or screens, but from life itself. A breeze on your face, a warm bowl of broth, a quiet moment with someone you love. Real story. Mark, 61, said pizza used to be my comfort food. I couldn't get enough of it. But after a 48-hour fast, I broke it with a simple bowl of vegetable soup, and I nearly cried. It tasted like the best meal of my life. This isn't just biology, it's emotion. Rebalancing dopamine doesn't just reduce cravings, it helps you feel motivated again, sleep deeper, reconnect with gratitude, recover from emotional burnout. Gentle. Word of caution. At this stage, it's common to feel a little withdrawn, maybe quiet, maybe even emotional. That's okay. It means your nervous system is processing. Tips to support this reset. Drink more water. Take a gentle walk, unplug. From social media, avoid caffeine and overstimulation. This is a time for peace. 4. Reconnection. In summary, hour 48. Your dopamine system is resetting. You begin to feel pleasure from simple, honest moments. Cravings fade, and emotional resilience returns. You remember what it's like to feel truly alive, and if you're ready to go just 24 hours more, you'll enter a phase science now calls immune system regeneration, the deep work of stem cells, cellular rebirth, and healing from within. 72 hours immune system regeneration and stem cell repair. Congratulations, you've made it to hour 72, 3 full days of water fasting. A milestone that may have once felt impossible. But here you are, you've faced down hunger, emotional cravings, old habits, and even your own doubts. And now your body is doing something extraordinary. It's not just burning fat anymore. It's not just clearing out brain fog. It's rebuilding your immune system from the ground up. What immune health really means. Most people only think about the immune system when they catch a cold. But in truth, your immune system is the foundation of your long-term health. When it's weak, everything becomes vulnerable. Blood pressure rises, inflammation builds, joints ache, fatigue lingers, and chronic disease slowly takes hold. And as we age, our immune system slows down. Worn-out cells build up. Damaged immune cells hang around like zombies, doing nothing helpful, but still causing trouble. These are called senescent cells, also known as zombie cells, and they're linked to nearly every age-related disease, including cancer, Alzheimer's, and autoimmune conditions. What happens at hour 72 deep cellular renewal? After 3 full days with no food, your body makes a strategic decision. It's time to optimize for survival. To do that, it starts a 2-step biological reset, apoptosis. It targets and removes weak, damaged, or useless immune cells, stem cell activation. It begins producing brand new, vibrant immune cells. These fresh cells are stronger, faster, more efficient, and far more protective. They can become liver cells, gut lining cells, even brain and heart cells, depending on where the body needs repair. Scientific proof. Groundbreaking 2014 study from the University of Southern California found that multi-day fasting triggers a complete reboot of the immune system through stem cell regeneration. And in 2018, follow-up research confirmed fasting for 72 hours can eliminate damaged immune cells and spark the birth of a whole new immune defense system in older adults. Real story. Healing without pills. Dr. Jason Fung, a well-known Canadian nephrologist, has used fasting with hundreds of patients. Many saw lower inflammation, fewer colds and flus, better allergy control, even fewer medication needs. One patient said, "I didn't just lose weight, I stopped getting sick every time the seasons changed. Allergies that once wiped me out, barely noticeable now." What you might feel at this stage. Some people notice a slight ache or tightness in old injury spots, knees, shoulders, back. That's not a warning sign. It's healing energy flowing to those areas. It means your body is finally sending in real help. Why 72-hour? Fasting is like a stem cell therapy, but free, no needles, no pills, no expensive medical machines, just time and your body's natural wisdom. You've just completed one of the most powerful healing experiences available to humans. Biology. In summary, hour 72. You've cleared out zombie immune cells, activated new stem cells to rebuild your defenses, rebooted your immune system from the inside out. This is no longer just a weight loss journey, it's a biological rebirth, a return to strength, clarity, and resilience, especially for those of us over 50. And yet, there's still one more step that matters, because what happens after a 72-hour fast can make or break everything you just achieved. How to break your fast, the meal that determines everything. You've come a long way. 3 full days of no food. Your body has burned fat, cleared out broken cells, and rebuilt its immune system. But now comes a different kind of challenge, one that seems simple, but can undo everything if you're not careful. Your first meal. Your body, at hour 72, is extremely sensitive after 72 hours of rest. Your digestive system is like a delicate engine that just got a full overhaul. Your digestive enzymes are at low levels. Your gut lining is more sensitive. Your hormones are finely balanced, so if you eat too much too fast, you may get bloated, nauseous, or have diarrhea. Eat processed carbs or sugar, your blood sugar may spike, triggering inflammation. Eat fatty, heavy meals, your liver and pancreas could get overwhelmed. All of that could reverse the healing your body just worked so hard to achieve. The golden rule: slow, gentle, liquid, clean. Here's your checklist for a safe re-entry into eating. Slow, chew thoroughly. Give yourself 20-30 minutes even for a small meal. Gentle, start with 1/3 of your usual portion size. Liquid, begin with broths, soups, or lightly salted veggie water to stimulate digestion. Clean, avoid processed foods, refined sugar, seed oils, or chemical seasonings. What to eat? First, bone broth. Homemade, no MSG, supports gut lining and adds collagen and minerals. Lightly steamed greens, like spinach, zucchini, or bok choy. Soft eggs, steamed or pan-cooked in grass-fed butter. A few slices of avocado or a drizzle of olive oil. Gentle proteins. Poached chicken or steamed fish in small amounts. After 2-3 hours, if everything feels good, you can eat a slightly more complete meal. Common mistakes that ruin the fast: breaking the fast with pizza, noodles, or dessert. massive blood sugar spike, digestive, shock drinking, fruit smoothies, or juices, even natural ones, high sugar can cause insulin surge. Drinking strong coffee or alcohol overstimulates your gut and nervous system. Hard lesson from real life. Richard, 65, from Utah, completed a 72-hour fast successfully. But in a moment of hunger, he broke his fast with a full bowl of beef pho and a slice of cake. The result? Hours of bloating and cramps, poor sleep that night, a weight gain of 2.5 pounds the very next day. He later said, "I did the hardest part, fasting for 3 days, but I lost it all in 10 minutes of poor judgment." That's why how you end the fast matters just as much as the fast itself. What to do in the 24 hours after breaking your fast: eat light meals in small portions, 2 to 3 hours apart. Go for a walk, nothing intense. Keep hydrating with plain water or herbal teas. Listen to your body and take notes. Notice how each food makes you feel. Remember, your first meal isn't to make up for what you missed. It's to welcome your digestive system back gently after 72 hours of deep healing. A little patience now can lock in weeks of benefits. How to start: a step-by-step fasting roadmap for beginners. Maybe you've been listening to this and thinking, 72 hours without food? I could never do that. I haven't skipped breakfast once in 40 years. That's okay. You don't need to start with 72 hours. You just need to start right where you are and take one small step at a time. Think of fasting like strength training. You wouldn't lift a 100-pound weight on your first day at the gym. You start small, build strength, and increase gradually. Fasting is the same. It's not about forcing your body to go without. It's about creating space so your body can rest and repair. A gentle roadmap from beginner to 72 hours. Step 1, 12-hour fast, beginner level. Finish dinner by 7 p.m. Eat breakfast after 7 a.m. the next day. That's it. You've already completed a 12-hour fast. Benefits: blood sugar, stabilization, better sleep, digestive. Reset. Do this daily for 1 to 2 weeks to build the habit. Step 2. 16-tight method. Intermittent fasting. Eat during an 8-hour window. Say 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. fast for the other 16 hours with only water or herbal tea. Benefits: begins fat burning, lowers insulin, light autophagy starts. Try this 3 to 4 times a week for 2 to 3 weeks. Step 3, 24-hour fast, OMAD, 1 meal a day. Pick one meal, usually dinner, eat it slowly, mindfully. Fast for the rest of the day, 24 hours. Benefits: deep digestive reset, autophagy kicks in, mental clarity improves. Do once or twice per week. No need to do daily. Step 4, 36 to 48-hour fast, deep cellular detox. This is when the magic really starts. Full fat-burning mode, dopamine, reset, emotional clarity. Tips: add electrolytes, salt, magnesium to avoid dizziness. Rest more. Avoid intense workouts. Do once a month or every 6 weeks. Step 5, 72-hour fast, immune reboot. Only attempt this after you've done 36 48-hour fasts and feel confident. Ideal for reducing chronic inflammation, boosting immune function, supporting healing from metabolic issues. Important: don't exercise intensely during this fast. Prioritize hydration, rest, and self-care. Recommended 1-2 times per quarter for healthy adults. How to know you're making progress. Even before you reach 72 hours, you might notice less intense hunger in the morning, clearer thinking throughout the day, fewer sugar cravings, deeper, more restful sleep, a lighter, calmer feeling after meals. These are signs your body is adapting and healing. When to pause or avoid. Long fasting is powerful, but it's not for everyone all the time. You should not fast long term if you feel dizzy or faint regularly, are extremely underweight, are under severe stress, or sleep deprived, are recovering from illness or surgery, have an active eating disorder history, are taking medication that requires food. Consult your doctor first. Fasting is meant to heal, not to punish, so listen to your body, go gently, stay aware. Tips to make it easier and more meaningful. Fast with a friend or loved one. Accountability makes it easier. Name your journey, like 72 hours to reclaim my health. Journal your experience. Write down your emotions, energy, clarity, hunger, gratitude, remember. This isn't a race, it's a return to yourself. Patiently, kindly, intelligently. Even 1 hour without food is 1 hour your body gets to finally breathe. 10. Finally, when you choose not to eat, you choose to hell 3 days. 72 hours. It may sound like a long time, but compared to a lifetime of fatigue, illness, and metabolic struggle, it's just a short pause, a sacred pause, a chance to truly listen to your body. When you fast, you're not just skipping meals, you're giving your liver a break, letting your gut rest and rebuild, slowing down your heart, and softening the overworked nervous system that's been running on high. Alert for decades, what you just did changes more than your weight. You've turned down the noise of rushed, emotional eating, cleared the mental fog clouding your mind, and reset the operating system of your entire body. Not with medicine, not with supplements, but with your own patience and inner strength. No pill can do that. No doctor can do it for you. Only you, through your choices, can trigger this kind of healing. Don't see fasting as deprivation. See it as a gift in a world full of noise and more, where we're told to constantly eat, consume, add, fix. Fasting is a quiet act of courage. It says, I trust my body, I will stop, I will listen, I will heal. It's not loud, it's not flashy, but it might be the most powerful decision you make this year. What happens if you start today? You don't have to jump into 72 hours, just start tonight. Skip that late night snack. Drink warm water instead. Read a page of a good book. Turn your phone off a little earlier and let your body know, I'm listening now, because sometimes what your body truly needs isn't another vitamin or a new meal plan or more stimulation. It just needs a little silence, a little stillness, a simple act of love. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone you care about, someone tired, someone overwhelmed, someone looking for hope, or simply save it for yourself. As a reminder that your body is far more intelligent, powerful, and worthy than you may realize. If you want to keep learning about natural healing, aging well, and reclaiming your health after 60, be sure to subscribe to this channel, because while we can't stop time, we can absolutely choose how we live in the years ahead. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving your body this chance to begin again, and I hope to see you in the next video, where together we'll keep growing stronger, clearer, and more alive than ever. To recap, to fast is not to starve. It's to restore, not to fight your body, but to finally let it rest, repair, and rise.